Imagine a world where Greenland is the 51st state of the United States, the Panama Canal is back under U.S. control, and Canada, yes, Canada is part of America. Sounds wild, right? Well, these are some of the bold, controversial, and let's face it, eyebrow-raising ideas associated with President Donald Trump.
You're talking about Panama and Greenland. We need them for economic security. The Panama Canal was built for our military, but we need Greenland for national security purposes.
But are they genius geopolitical strategies or just unrealistic fantasies? Today we're diving deep into these proposals, breaking down the history, the motivations, and the challenges. Let's get started. First up, Greenland. Back in 2019, reports surfaced that Trump was interested in buying Greenland from Denmark. Yes, buying it, like Louisiana Purchase 2.0. But why Greenland? Let's talk strategy. Greenland is huge, about 3 times the size of Texas, and it's sitting on a gold mine of natural resources like rare earth minerals. Plus, its location in the Arctic makes it a prime spot for military bases, especially in a world where global powers like Russia and China are eyeing the region. But here's the kicker. Denmark, which technically owns Greenland, called the idea absurd. Greenland's government, which is mostly autonomous, wasn't thrilled either. Because of Trump's claims to Greenland, King Frederick changed the 500-year-old coat of arms to highlight Greenland and the Faroe Islands. Instead of crowns, the coat of arms now features a polar bear and a ram, symbols of the regions. The move is widely seen as a signal to Donald Trump. Can you blame them? They're not exactly lining up to trade their autonomy for U.S. citizenship, and the logistics, legal, political, and cultural, make this more of a geopolitical fantasy than a feasible plan. Or is it a message to other superpowers? Who knows? Next, let's talk about the Panama Canal. For most of the 20th century, the U.S. controlled this crucial waterway, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It was a game-changer for global trade and U.S. influence. But in 1999, control of the canal was handed over to Panama as part of the Torrijos-Carter treaties. Now, some people, including Trump, have floated the idea of bringing it back under U.S. control. Why? Well, the canal is still a critical asset in global shipping, and having it under U.S. management could be seen as a power move. But here's the problem. Panama isn't giving it up. They've managed the canal efficiently since 1999, and any attempt to take it back would spark international outrage and could even lead to a diplomatic crisis in Latin America. Not exactly the best way to win friends, right? And now the wildest idea of them all, making Canada the 51st state. Where do we even begin? Canada is a sovereign nation with its own government, culture, and identity. It's not just America's hat, as some like to joke. The idea of Canada joining the U.S. is not only unrealistic, but also incredibly unpopular on both sides of the border. Think about it. Canada's healthcare system, political values, and social policies are fundamentally different from those in the U.S. Trying to merge these two countries would be like trying to combine oil and water. Sure, they're neighbors, but that doesn't mean they want to live under the same roof. Overall, these comments should be understood as part of his characteristic rhetorical style rather than a serious political proposal. So why do these ideas even exist? Why would a leader propose something so seemingly far-fetched? Here's one take. It's all about projecting power. These proposals align with a vision of America as the ultimate global superpower, expanding its territory and influence. For some, it's a throwback to the age of manifest destiny. For others, it's a distraction, a way to stir the pot and grab headlines. But there's a flip side. Ideas like these can alienate allies and undermine international relationships. In today's interconnected world, diplomacy matters more than ever. Ultimately, these proposals buying Greenland, reclaiming the Panama Canal, and annexing Canada are less about actual policy and more about ambition. They spark conversations about what kind of role the U.S. wants to play on the world stage. Are these ideas visionary or just out of touch with reality? What do you think? Could these bold moves ever work, or are they doomed from the start? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the headlines. And remember, here on Fact Over Feels, we don't just react, we analyze. See you next time.